Obviously, proud of our team to get that win. It was really unusual circumstances. First and foremost, we were concerned about Coach and his health. Coach is doing better. He got some rest. He needs some rest, but I'm not going to comment more on that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what else, but he's doing better. He's in a much better place. I think especially the fact we got that win. But second half, give credit to Wake Forest. They're an explosive offensive team. We've known that. They can hurt you in a lot of different ways. When they take Walton away from the basket, he makes he makes 3 threes. It puts a lot of pressure on your defense to control the ball because it's difficult to defend the rim. And Laravia is a heck of a player. Williams, they can hurt you a lot of different ways. So, but our guys made some big-time winning plays down the stretch. Mark in particular. No, it was a foul, but we always talk about protecting our basket and no layups, and there was a heck of a play there, and then to follow it up with the game-winning dunk. Really proud of him and proud of our team that we could get out of this with a win.
Start with Steve.
Hey John, were you guys able to FaceTime with Coach anything after the game or any interaction?
Yeah, he spoke to our team after the game, so he was still in the building, and got to see him for a few minutes, and he was happy, but he needs to take care of himself right now, and then go from there.
Brendan.
Yeah, as far as the last play was concerned, they tied with 17 seconds or whatever. What are you telling the guys? What did you want to get out of that final possession, and did it sort of materialize and you hooked it?
Well, the main thing was we wanted to get Paulo attacking downhill, and AJ was on the same side of him, and if they helped off, you got AJ there, and they weren't going to help off because he's a guy that if he's open, he's got a great chance of going in. And Mark being in the position, he could follow it up with an offensive rebound. And I thought Paulo had a good attack there. I actually thought that was going to go in. And then Mark was really alert and ready to make that play. So we got what we wanted him attacking downhill, and then we felt good things would happen.
Jon.
Monsanto let go of that ball right in front of you. Some were saying it's shades of Gordon Hayward 2010. What were you thinking in that moment?
I'm not sure what I was thinking. It was, just all I saw was the miss, and we won, and that was it. So I've obviously been a part of some crazy endings like that, and I felt like we were deserving of winning down the stretch. I think we made enough plays, and so did they, by the way. But we made enough plays to put us in position to win. So it's closer than I would have liked, but again, it was a miss, so I don't really care at the end of the day.
We'll go to Luke, and then David.
John, obviously the 4 losses by a total of 10 points. Did you guys talk after the Virginia game about what we want to do, anything differently in late game situations? And was the answer basically like, let's put the ball in Paulo's hands and let him make a play? Was that sort of the outcome of
that wasn't the main thing. I think for us, we've been in positions now multiple times at home where it comes down to getting stops. We had a lead there down the stretch, and we weren't able to get a stop. And in the history since I've been a part of this program, and obviously way before, when we've needed a stop in this building or multiple stops, we've gotten them. And we weren't really able to do that tonight down the stretch. That's cost us in other games, but we did make enough plays throughout the game to put us in that position. And I think we also learned offensively, just Paulo attacking downhill is always a good thing for us. That's always a good thing. And because tonight's a perfect example. He didn't score it, but Mark following it up it puts pressure on the defense.
David.
John, I'm wondering if you could talk to us about how you learned that you would be coaching the second half, and what did you say to the team before you go out there to kind of soothe their nerves and get them refocused after that?
Our team is we've had some unique situations this year already with guys being out. What happened again earlier at Wake Forest. We went back to halftime, and clearly Coach wasn't himself. He wasn't right, and so just told the team he needs to focus on taking care of him, and we need to step up and come out in the second half and do what we need to do. And it really became all about our game plan and what we had to do, and our guys were focused. That doesn't mean there weren't things we can do better, but they were locked in and just focused on getting the win for coach and for our team. It was an important game for us.
Aaron.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
What did you guys not do as well when Wake Forest made its run? It went from 19, down to 2 or 3. You stretched it back out, but it got close again. What got away from you guys from where you were up 19?
I think there's, a couple plays just managing time to score. There's, I mentioned the stops. Clearly, if we get stops, that puts us in a different position to finish off that game. But knowing time to score and having poise and working for great shots, I think we got a little panic down the stretch just with making quick plays. And, when we have poise and break the defense down, because we can put so many weapons on the floor, we're a tough team to defend. So really just knowing time to score into the game and managing the clock is something we need to learn to do a better job of.
Time for a couple more.
Yeah, in a game like that, you guys play your best when you're rolling from start to finish, but what does a game like that tell you about how important momentum is in keeping that going from the beginning to the end?
We always talk to our team. There's pivotal moments throughout the game where if you get a stop or two and you score a couple of times, you can really break that thing open. And I thought we were on the verge of doing that a couple times. But Wake Forest, they weren't going to go away tonight. They were very determined. They're probably coming off one of their worst performances at home against Miami. They've been as consistent as anybody. And you could tell they weren't going to go away easily. And once it got close, I think we did a good job of figuring out a way to win. Sometimes it's not the prettiest, it's not the smoothest, but you figure it out. And we were able to do that down the stretch.
2 more. We'll go to David and then Jim.
Hey, John. You've had to fill in for Coach K before, but never, in the middle of the game. What were the different kind of challenges that you had to deal with, and did you learn anything about yourself as a coach in this experience?
I'm not sure about that. It's too close to the game. You're just trying to do whatever you have to do to win, and that was the main focus. I'll tell you, for me, there's just being at home in Cameron. I've never had that experience before. I've done it where there's 3 people in the stands last year during COVID. This is much better, I'll tell you that much. And having the crowd behind us was incredibly important. And just happy to get the win. And always analyzing. This is Coach would say the same thing. We're always analyzing. This time out here, what could we have done differently? We wouldn't be good at what we do if we weren't doing that. So I'll analyze the game and look back and learn from it. But in this moment, just proud of our guys and proud of the team.
Yeah.
John, Coach Forbes said he thought the key to Wake's comeback was when they went big. They had so much size on the floor that Duke had trouble running his offense against that much size. Is that what you saw? And if so, how does Duke counter that in the future?
Yeah, there's not many teams in the country that can put out the size that Wake has, really at every position. Williams as a guard is big. He's strong, about 6'5", and then they have a front line of 6'9", 7 feet or whatever. Or if Walt is 6'11", 7 feet. It's so you think that there's certain plays you think that are there, and then you get up close, and their length bothered us, and they bother a lot of teams. But it's just, again, reads, knowing if they come over to help, there are kicks there, and thought we missed a couple of those, but we want our guys attacking and getting downhill too. So those are some things we'll learn from as we move on here.
All right, John, thank you.
All right, thank you all.